Good morning, good morning, good morning. First of all, everybody hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate everybody who's been rocking with me for the longest. I pray that y'all still keep rocking with me. So this video is gonna take a different angle, right? So talking to one of my boys, and he was talking about how he discovered that his younger brother like be watching porn a lot, right? Younger brother, teenager, right? And so we just had a conversation. We was talking about like when we were young, how we would sneak and watch porn and stuff like that. But as a man, I can sit here and tell y'all that porn is not good for men to be watching for real. It's really not. Now, granted, people gonna watch porn. That's what they like to do. Some men are freaky individuals, you know what I'm saying? They really like all this freak stuff, you know what I mean? A lot of men are. And so women freaky too. But speaking from a man's perspective, a lot of men ain't gonna stop watching it because we like watching and seeing that nasty stuff, right? But there is a cost to watching that nasty freak stuff on a consistent basis. I would say if you're gonna watch pornography, do not watch it consistently. It will do you a lot more harm than good. Number one, porn desensitizes men to sex. Seriously. When we watch men watching porn, they not watching no softcore love making porn. They watching some hardcore type porn, right? Hardcore, freak nasty type porn where they watching Pinky do the craziest stuff, Cherokee the ass doing all the craziest stuff, Jada Fire, all these porn stars. That's how you know when I was a kid I was watching it because I can know these girls' names, right? But eventually what that does is that when you're having sex with a regular woman, it's not really satisfying and pleasuring you to the degree that you want it to because you're used to watching this super freak nasty stuff that a regular girl really, now some girls probably can do it for sure, but more than likely a lot of these regular girls can't do these tricks these porn stars be doing, right? They don't want the crazy, the crazy hardcore sex that these porn stars be having. They can't do some of these tricks that you be seeing your favorite girl in a flick do. So what happens is that when men have sex with with their woman or whatever, they cannot what we call finish. They can't finish. They're not going to ejaculate. You know what I'm saying? Which is the climax of of sex, right? They're not going to do that. It'll even cause problems with erection, which is why you see some erectile dysfunction in younger men nowadays. Now, erectile dysfunction can be linked to a lot of men not exercising, smoking, drinking heavily. That will cause erectile dysfunction with all of the bad habits, drug usage, so on and so forth. But it also can be from watching too much porn consistently, right? You can't get aroused because you're not seeing in front of you the freak nasty stuff that you see these porn stars doing. You ain't seeing a girl with an extra humongous booty, super big breasts in front of you, and you like your mind is not registering the way it would register when you looking at a porn flick, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something. True story. Get real vulnerable with you all. So when I first started off in college at Mississippi Valley State University, I was in a relationship. My girl, my daughter's mom, she was still in Chicago, right? Finishing up high school. I was a senior at the time. I was a freshman in college, right? And so we were long distance. Because we were long distance, hey, it's no, I'm doing a faithful thing, being a faithful black man because black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? But so in order to stay faithful, I'm watching porn to try to like relieve myself. First of all, college is stressful at times, especially when you're making I had no study habits. I didn't know how to study. I was just a naturally good student in high school. I could read and skim through things really quickly and my brain would register it really well. Math, I could kind of like, I was decent in math. I was not a great math student. I've gotten A's before in math, but I really, really had to work for it. Got to college, didn't really know how to study and all of that. And so I'm stressed. When a lot of men are stressed, they look for affection, intimacy with their woman. I can't get that. She far away. I'm watching porn a lot more than what I usually do. Okay, watching it just started becoming consistent because I'm trying to. I'm feeling and longing for my girlfriend. She not there. I'm stressed out, so I'm watching it heavy. Watching it so heavy that eventually, being honest with y'all, it started to mess with my erection to where I'm not getting all the way. It's it's erect, but not all the way. Like I know how my joint was when it was all the way, all the way there. And so I'm like, yo, nah, this can't be happening. What the hell is going on? This cannot be happening to me. I'm too fucking young for this to be occurring to my body, to my male parts, right? So I'm looking up stuff on the computer. I got my little laptop trying to figure out what's going on, because I've never had this problem. My stuff would get hard if the wind blow wrong. That's the type of dude I was. If the wind blow wrong, my stuff would get hard, right? So I started to see a connection. They were talking about the links between porn addiction and erectile dysfunction, right? So I say, you know what? I'm gonna leave this porn shit alone because I can't have my joint not working. I got to be, you're dating a woman, you got to please your woman in the right way. So I stopped watching it for about a month, right? A month, maybe a month and a few weeks. My stuff back to normal. Back to normal. I'm back operating how I was. And I'm like, yo, thank you, God. Because I was like, dog, what is going on? But you see what I'm saying? I was so busy watching because I'm trying to be a faithful man. I'm stressed out and I'm needing pleasure in some type of way. I'm watching all these super freaks on these flicks, and my brain cannot. I can't read like it's like eventually it started messing with my because I'm used to seeing super freaks instead of seeing a regular natural woman. You see what I'm saying? So those things will affect a man. You used to watching all these Pinky and all of them. When it's time for you to get with a regular woman who ain't built like that, who ain't doing all them goddamn circus tricks, it ain't go. Your joint may not register because you're not seeing what you're used to seeing, the hardcore stuff you used to seeing in a stacked stripper body ass girl. You used to seeing that, you're not seeing it. It's not going to arouse you in the right way. Another reason why men shouldn't watch porn consistently, and it could be bad for you watching it consistently. It makes you lazy. That during that time period when I was in college and I was watching porn my freshman year and stuff, I was watching it heavily. We always say once a man finish off, he get tired, he want to go to sleep, he want to rest, he get lazy, he want to lay down, he don't want to do nothing. So it will be times where after I finish watching that, I'm gonna take a nap instead of trying to write the paper I gotta write. Now I always wrote my paper because I was on scholarship. I couldn't be bullshitting. I couldn't be effing around. I couldn't. I had to do what I had to do because I wasn't gonna go back to Chicago without my degree, right? But it's times I would put off writing that paper. You know what I'm saying? I would put off I don't know, doing some assignment I had to do to like I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Instead of doing, I was in the mode to do it right then. I was gonna go to the study room and get it done. Now I want to just relax, right? Now I'm too relaxed. I don't even want to go to the damn the function that they have in whatever they have in the auditorium. I don't want to go to this function over here in the pavilion under the pavilion. I don't want to go to this function that they got going on in the student union because I'm just so lazy. I don't feel like doing not a damn thing. So then it will affect with your social life because you just want to just sit and chill after you didn't just did that. I watched the video of Lamar Odom, and Lamar was talking about how he was so addicted to porn throughout his playing career. He was late for meetings, late for all type of shit because he's like, I just got to get one scene in before I go do this. I got to get one scene in before I do this and all of that, right? And luckily, like I said, I was able to, I left that alone. I was able to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But it will affect you. It will affect you. And I was able to leave it alone, a lot easier than some other people are able to do because it get hard for some people. But Lamar Odom, he couldn't, it was hard for him to shake that. He needed it to function throughout his day. If he didn't watch porn, he couldn't function. And that's when you know, like, damn, that's really got a stronghold on dude. He missing me, he's messing up his business. You're not even being productive. Messing up your money because you want to get to watch this flick and it's serving you no benefit. So yeah, man, I think it will have a person lazy, not wanting to do nothing. You know what I mean? Not wanting to get out and enjoy the world, not wanting to putting off stuff they got to get done immediately. So it's just not. Watching it consistently, it's not good for a man to do. I can't speak for women because I don't. I mean, I don't. I'm not a woman. I don't have a woman's anatomy, so I don't know what it does to a woman. But I know for a man, nah. I'm not saying that you shouldn't watch it and can't watch it because people gonna be watching it. You know, do your thing, but I think you should do it in moderation because if not, stuff can get out of hand. Either with your physical, with your body, with your habits that you do with far as business, getting stuff taken care of. It'll make you desensitized to like again desensitized to sex in a way to where it's just like regular woman ain't doing it for you, stuff like that, man, and that would affect your relationship as well, you know, unless you out here popping a Cialis or something like that or whatever. I don't know, but whatever. It might be a problem. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, man, I just think that first it's not talked about enough. But I remember my homie telling me, "Hey, his little brother watching that." I'm like, man, listen. Little brother growing up, so I'm like, keep it to a minimum if he can. I mean, as best as he can, because yeah, it's really not serving to men, especially a man who was wanting to perform with a woman or wanting to have regular. Not even if you ain't got a woman, but if you with a woman and you want to be active with your woman, it ain't gonna be healthy for you. And I think if you just want to be a productive member of society and get stuff done and handle business, it's gonna start at some point. If you get to watching it so much, it's gonna get in the way of something and mess up a potential bag. Or even you got brothers that be addicted to porn. They be late picking up their kids because they got to get a scene in. That shit ain't cool. You got dudes who so addicted to it. They will, again, be late on picking up their wife from work, be late trying to handle some type of business that will affect their household and the utilities and so on and so forth. Just crazy stuff. You got dudes out here really addicted to porn, paying for porn, which I think is bananas because there's too much free porn in the world even doing that anyway. But you got dudes out here paying for premium porn so they can see these specialized ass scenes. That is crazy, but you know, it really does happen. And then also you got dudes leaving comments on the porn videos, which I think is only something that a man who has carpet in his van would do. Yes. Let me stop, man. Let me stop being judgmental because this video is meant to be like a vulnerable thing. Being silly and being whatever, but it's really meant to be a vulnerable video, especially for men, to say, you know what, man, it's best that if you're gonna do it, you're gonna watch it in very moderation. And if you start getting crazy, you gotta cut it off. Even if you some people gotta put what you call those little parental blockers. You gotta block the websites to stop you from going to it. Because some people may not feel like going through all them settings to unblock it if you got it blocked already. So if you gotta do that, do what you gotta do. But yeah, it's really, really not healthy for men to really be indulging in on a consistent basis. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like the video. Again, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the subscribers I've been getting. But yeah, man, it's just a topic I don't really see a lot of young dudes really talking about that much. So I saw an opportunity with a conversation I had with my boy, and I took it. So I'm gone. Peace.